welcome to your Modern Maven Tarot Collective Tarot for the new moon in Pisces on February 27th, 2025. Thank you so much for joining me. Please do hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you to all my subscribers. Comment if it resonates and share this with somebody who needs to hear this message. First things first, let's talk a little bit about this new moon in Pisces. I do want to recommend Pam Gregory has an amazing video on this new moon. I am very excited for this. There is a lot going on with this new moon in Pisces, okay? Pisces, very emotional sign, so get ready for those emotions to be intensified. Those who are lacking shadow work, you know, those emotions can come out in that energy of hurt people, hurt other people. So do bear in mind to protect your own energy. We're going to get through some of the cards that I saw while I was clearing, which actually point to this a lot. But first, let's talk about this new moon. All right, so the new moon falls on the cusp of a rocky retrograde season, according to astrology.com, and an eclipse season. So this is going to provide us with a little bit of optimism and gentleness that Pisces gives that we're going to need in order to strive through the season. Now, use this new moon wisely to reflect on all possibilities that the world has to offer, okay? So this is where we can't get into that negative energy space that we will be easier to be influenced into if we spend too much time on social media, okay? Just be mindful of what you consume. Be mindful of what you consume, and it's important to be aware and be knowledgeable about what's happening without it consuming you, okay? Just limit that time. And then also Moon Omen, which is a wonderful website, they bring up the point that the sun in the new moon will square Jupiter in Gemini and trine Mars in Cancer. And so the square is going to help us gain awareness of where we may be overextending ourselves. Now, this is a trait of Pisces. We tend to overextend. We want to, give and give and pour and pour and pour. And sometimes we don't even realize that we're doing it. All right. Now, where you're overextending yourself or scattering your energy. Okay. And so I do think a lot of people are going to be getting more of an awareness of the draining effects of being chronically online, okay? There's just something here to having those boundaries, because Pisces boundaries are very, very hard, okay? Energetic, physical, a lot of boundary work is going to be needed. And so the more that we can engage the lessons of that South Node Virgo, okay? Discipline, routine, structure, with the dreaminess and creativity and expansion of that Pisces dreamer energy, that's the sweet spot where we are going to align and move forward, okay? So it's also trining Mars, okay? So that supports our ability to act in alignment with our emotions and what we need. And so again, that's where this feels like the lightness and the clarity and the refreshing energy of this is going to really catapult people forward, all right? So very excited about that. Like I said, check out Pam Gregory's video on it. She seemed very excited, but she also seemed like she was taking a little bit of time off because the energy is pretty chaotic right now. So let's get into the messages that came up while I was clearing the cards, because they make a lot of sense, okay? So first was knighthood. And knighthood related to loyalty. Now, Pisces, again, loyal, overextending. What are you loyal to? That is a question to ask yourself at this time. What are you loyal to, and why are you loyal to it? Okay. Turquoise came through, which was a connection to the spirit of the earth. I do really believe that with Pisces North Node and us thinking about our future, it's going to be coming with more energy of water, more energy of compassion and empathy. What came to mind for me, actually, which is really fascinating, is the video that has been on TikTok of the anglerfish that came to the surface, and how emotional people are getting over the rise of this fish from the depths of the sea, okay, and from the darkness and coming into the light. And I do think that we're going to start recognizing the duality, but not only the duality, but how we are able to transform our energy, okay? And we think about water, and this is very important, and going back to what you consume, because water will align itself with whatever energy it's surrounded by. And so we do have to be mindful of recognizing, what are you attaching your energy to? Who are you attaching your energy to? What thoughts are you attaching your energy to? Because the next thing that came through was both the Eight of Swords and the Queen of Swords. And why I find this interesting is I do think that the worries, the doubts, the fears, Eight of Swords can be feeling stuck, feeling the limitations. And this is what's so magical, is that it's turning from the Eight of Swords to the Queen of Swords. All right, but it's a process, it's a journey. And this is where connecting that Jupiter and Gemini, now that Jupiter and Gemini is direct, okay, Where are we scattering our thoughts? Where are we scattering our focus and our energy? How can we become the Queen of Swords? How can we become laser focused and calculated and very empathetic? So this is the thing, is people think the Queen of Swords is cold, and she's not cold. She's very caring, but she protects her energy because it's important. All right. It's very important to know that you must connect to, but you must protect your energy if you're looking to connect to people. Okay. That is where I think like a lot of us, again, with how much time we spend online, with the feeling like we need to connect that way. How can we do it with a new approach? Okay. And if that is, making sure that you're very mindful of cleansing your energy before you go to bed, making sure it's not the last thing you do is, doom scroll and then go to bed, or when you wake up, like there's just something there to transforming Eight of Swords to the Queen of Swords. And this is something else I want to bring up, because a lot of energy has been coming up regarding a lot of energy has come up regarding people who are making big waves, okay, and how they got to where they are. And everybody just wants to focus on where they're at and not the journey that it took to get there. And so I do want us to be mindful of our own hero's journey, how you can embody your own hero's journey and get from that Eight of Swords to the Queen of Swords, if that is the situation you're in. It does take discipline though, okay? And discipline can be hard when we are consumed by all the negativity. So that brings us to another point, tending to your own garden. And so here's where the places where we're overextending ourselves, places where we're overthinking, we do need to answer that wake-up call of knowing that this is the cycle, this is the time to shift, and tending to your own garden, facing any shadow energy, because your shadow is the one that wants to keep you stuck. Your shadow is the one that wants you to keep overthinking because it feels safe, regardless of whether or not a situation you are in, that we are collectively in. There is a lot of pullback sometimes because we don't know, we fear the unknown. We don't know what to expect, and that can be scary, right? Even when it's something that's negative, at least you know what to expect, and there's some sort of comfort there, all right? Another thing that came through, archetypal energy, the servant. I found this interesting because the weight in which we choose to carry and the weight in which other people are forced to carry. Energy, obligations. I actually have a video on TikTok. I haven't posted it yet, but I think this is telling me that I probably should post it. But when it comes to evolution and revolution, and there's people who carry a lot of hate, and hate is heavier than hope, all right? Pisces can be very, very optimistic, and unfortunately can be very cynical too when the weight of the world feels too heavy. So the weight in which we choose to carry and the weight in which other people are forced to carry, okay? What are you choosing? What weight are you choosing to carry? And then also on that, what does it mean to serve? What does it mean to serve yourself? What does it mean to serve others? Because we do want to come together, and when it comes to community, all, pitch in, if you will, and like we all have our strengths. And so what can you do to serve your community? What can you do to serve those in need? Because there's more than one way to do it, and we don't want to get stuck in limiting beliefs. Again, those limiting beliefs, we're clearing those right now. All right. So tend to your own garden so that you have the time and the strength to serve when you can. All right. Last but not least, the Five of Pentacles came through. That message is always reminding us that the light comes from within. And so this is what I find fascinating, because the Queen of Wands, in the deck that I use for the main reading, the Queen of Wands has a light that is coming from the third eye area. And so remember, we all should be embodying that Queen of Swords. I said Queen of Wands, I meant to say Queen of Swords. We all should be embodying the Queen of Swords, that laser focus, all right? The light comes from within. And whenever you feel like people are taking away your light, they can't take away your light because it comes from within, all right? So if you're getting, and look what just popped up. It says Eight of Swords. This is Jupiter and Gemini, mind you. All right, so direct that expansion. If there are cobwebs that we need to unstick ourselves from, it's coming from within. This message always tells you can unstick yourself, and it's what you're focusing on, all right? So please be mindful of this, especially in the collective, especially with the, conversations you have with others. Gemini 2, communication, drama, a lot of that energy. What are you expanding? Because we don't want to expand limiting beliefs. Where can we shift our focus into what's possible, not what is limited in our control, okay? So very, very, very important messages. Oh, wait, here she is too. Hold on, where'd she go? She just popped up again. 1 second. There we go. See how the light is coming, the third eye, and then it's reflecting out? Okay, this is almost like those aha moments, protecting your throat chakra too. Do be mindful. And then look who else is here. The High Priestess. There's so much feminine energy of knowledge, enlightenment, strength, and courage. But that message is very important of using discernment when it comes to communication. Who are you communicating to? Why are you communicating these messages? And just keep that in mind, okay? All right, so I think we should get into this reading. But at the end of the day, this new moon comes with a lot of energy, with a lot of optimism. End of February here in the Midwest. Hopefully that means the end of the negative 20-degree days. Also, with the overthinking and overextending yourself. If the overextending yourself and the overthinking, being stuck in that old paradigm of Capricorn paradigm of, you know, the work harder instead of working smarter. Excuse me, that idea of thinking that overtime is going to somehow benefit you. We want to make sure that if we're overextending ourselves, if it's taken away from our dreams or what we're working towards, that's our checkpoint of taking a step back, if you will. Okay. Because yeah, we're going to have a lot of dreamy energy. And it's not to say to get lost in your dreams in regards to escapism, because that is the shadow energy of Pisces, can be escapism. So be mindful. You don't want to escape. You want to face. But these dreams, this is actually interesting too, because this King of Cups, when it came through for that full moon in Leo and the drama, and we saw a lot of the drama and we saw a lot of that energy coming through. Strength and discipline. All right. Leo here, strength and discipline. So there's something that happened around the full moon that we are going to be seeing. We're going to see it come back, but we're going to see it in a different light. We're going to see it come back, but we're going to see the strength within ourselves. That is a message that I'm really getting. And so I'm so excited. So let's see what we got for the collective for the new moon in Pisces on February 27th, 2025. Don't get lost in the dreaming, okay? Pisces dreamer, we can sometimes get lost in the dream, okay? You got to take action with your dream, all right? And it's all about balance. No, oh, this is wild. No, okay, what did I say about whatever came around the full moon we're going to be seeing coming back? This was the situation for the full moon. That's wild. Oh. All right, well, we are going to clarify that because there is a lot of release. There is a lot related to, okay, hold on 1 second, because there was a message. Where did that come from? Okay, so here's another message from that full moon, or I'm sorry, from the new moon, from Moon Omens. Despite not being an eclipse, the Pisces new moon taking place on February 27th is said to open an eclipse portal, as it is a new moon that precedes the lunar eclipse in Virgo. This event begins a lunar month centered around deepening our relationships with the mystery and learning to bridge the transcendental and the mundane, spirit and matter. All right, and where did that go? Okay, I read somewhere else related to working with the energy instead of working against it, okay? And that's something that I think is going to be a big aha, especially with this Neptune energy here. And I do know that Neptune is really strong, but we're not going to get into that right now, okay? Because I do not focus too much on the astrology, but like to pepper it in when it makes sense. All right, overall energy, King of Cups. So here's where I said there's something from that full moon on the 12th that's coming back to reflect on. And we're going to be seeing it from a new lens. We're going to be giving it different types of energy, whether or not we focus our energy on it. Now, the King of Cups can be related to father energy, nurturing, loyal, dependable. And so here's where I think that focus is more on our own cup. Okay, there's something here related to your personal cup, your energy, how you fill your own cup. Self-care, a big part of that, you know, the bath in front. And again, that feminine energy is so fascinating. Here's another thing that I love is the seahorse symbolism here with this King of Cups energy. Going back to the relationship with the awakening. I do think that this new moon, like the Great Awakening, is really what is a lot of aha moments related to the comeback of that, the divine feminine, powerful energy coming back into power. And seahorses, and I think about seahorses and how the male seahorse is the one who carries out a pregnancy. And there's something here to this energy of role reversals, this energy to the concept of what it means, you know, people in power and who is powerful, who is strong. And so I do think that there is a lot of that coming to light of these power dynamics, if you will, okay? What we need more of, the Hanging Man. Okay, letting go, understanding when to pause, self-reflection, right? That was a big message here, was self-reflection during this new moon in Pisces. And the mask, we get this a lot with the mask and taking off that mask. And how much do we hide our sun sign and project our rising sign? How much do we not let that inner child play? All right, that is actually a very interesting message there. But Neptune here, the dreamer, okay? Neptune is ruled by Pisces as well. The dreamer wants us to have, to trust the process in a certain sense, and to know, get into that mindset of what is meant for me will come to me. And anything I see as a barrier is just a redirection, or the universe is aligning it to be as perfect as it can be. Whatever it is for you. Power of patience, though, is going to be very important, because it's almost going to feel like this waiting time. Like, when is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? And that frustration is not helping any of us, okay? So the more that you can, again, stay informed without being consumed. Stay informed without being consumed. And what we have the right amount of, this is nice to see, is the Four of Coins. When it comes to our resources, we have what we need, and we don't want to get into scarcity mindset. And so I think, again, too, that could be why we saw that Five of Coins, is that scarcity mindset, the fear of losing everything. And that is something where I feel like a lot of people are getting a little anxious and worried and fearful, and that is the energy that those in power want you to have. That shadow Capricorn, this is Capricorn, it's ruled by Sun in Capricorn. That shadow energy of that old paradigm, it still has a grip on people. And that fearfulness, and again, the idea of hoarding. Do you know what I mean? Like, when people are fearful, they'll go to the store and they'll buy up everything. And that's not the energy we need. Be prepared, of course, for anything, and have enough food and water in your house, but don't get into fear mindset of taking everything that other people also need, okay? What we need less of, the Three of Coins. Okay, so I love this because this is about, like, work and focusing on work and building your craft and all that. And I think that with a Pisces new moon, with a dreamer, new beginnings, we need to really focus on our creativity, our passion, our dreaminess, and not so much on what we're gaining, not so much on what is financially going to benefit us, okay? And just more on the existence of creating, all right? Because I really do think that the reason this person is building this coin, obviously, is to make these coins, to sell these coins. And there's something that I just feel like we need to chill. Utilize that energy of Pisces to just chill a little bit during this new moon. Okay, hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that. Now, in the area of what you can change, the Knight of Swords. Okay, and so here's where, when it comes to this new moon, again, the Knight, what we were talking about with feeling loyal, the Knight of Swords is all about standing up for what you believe in and having a strategy. And so, like I said, somebody had an interesting point where they were like, you don't share with somebody the way that they're, you know, like somebody who you're in opposition to, you don't share your strategy with them. You don't share what they're doing wrong so that they can course correct. You know, you just focus on your strategy. You just focus on where you're going. And that's something that's very important because the Knights can be impulsive. And so we do want to recognize why we need that Queen of Swords energy so much is because we just stay focused on stay in our lane, if you will, right? And just be mindful of like, if there's something that is urging you to speak up and stand up for somebody, do it, okay? Now, in the area of what you need to accept, the Page of Coins. So this to me is interesting because this is, you know, a new beginning when it comes to earth energy, finances, health, and all that. Page of Coins, to me, is really saying like, don't get lost in the Pisces dreamer. Stay practical, all right? There's just a lot here related to balance. And the Justice card did come out while I was dividing the cards. And be practical, but be optimistic, all right? The duality, the two fish. Like we want to have practicality and optimism combined, all right? And so the page 2, this is ruled by spring. It brings about, I believe it's ruled by spring. Yeah, it's ruled by spring. New beginnings in the spring, okay? This can be, you know, new career opportunities, new projects, whatever it is. Fascinating to see it and what you need to accept because sometimes, even when it's something that we ask for, that change can be hard, okay? Now, the final outcome, the Three of Swords, Saturn in Libra. Now, this people see it, you know, like, oh no, the Three of Swords, like heartbreak and everything. What this indicates, though, is the heart teaches the mind. The heart teaches the mind. And what is that doing? The water, right? That Pisces release, that is where you're going to gain your clarity. And so if you're bottling anything up, you're meant to release it. Pisces is there to encourage people to have a good cry. So if things are hard, let it out, all right? There's just a lot here to lessons that we learn when it comes to fairness, justice, balance, and not letting others take away our power, okay? The heart teaches the mind, and that's the most important message I want you to remember with this outcome, because it's almost as if this cup, if you haven't been filling it, you know, like you're going to fill it with your own tears, and we don't want to necessarily do that. So let's get into more of this, and then we'll gain some clarity. So actually, let's clarify. I'm just going to clarify that Three of Swords quick. Oh, wow. Okay, so when it comes to the Three of Swords, a lot of choices. Okay, Pisces rules the moon card, which is also fascinating here. There's energy we're putting into something that we're not meant to put our energy into. It can be a relationship, it can be a project, but this is really saying like, have the release regardless, okay? Just be able to release without any shame or guilt, right? Like you're meant to, if you feel like you need to cry, you're meant to do it. That's something where, you know, people who bottle up their emotions, your body is trying to get you to cry for a reason, okay? So release it. All right. Let's see what past life energy is affecting the collective for the new moon in Pisces. All right, what past life energy is affecting the collective for the new moon in Pisces? All right, health. Health and trees. Get out into nature. Okay, so that is a very important message for all of us. When it comes to our mental health, our physical health, I mean, again, it's like -15 where I am right now. So if you can't like go out for, you know, a morning walk, even if it's just running your errands and taking that breath in. But Health and trees, I really do think that we're going to start making more connections related to connecting to nature and the powerful impact it has on our health. All right, the trees too, like even when you see like the trees blowing in the wind. Now this is my Pisces energy coming out, but when you see the trees blowing in the wind, visualize them waving to you. All right, like visualize that energy of nature waving to you and like trying to get your attention, like, hey. All right, so there's something here to allowing that creative, dreamy, kid-like, you know, like it's like those cartoons you used to watch as a kid where nature comes to life. There's a connection there for all of us related to our health and nature, and how when we aren't taking care of Mother Nature, it hurts our health, doesn't it? All right, so just be mindful of that, especially when it comes to regulations and stuff like that. We're going to be seeing a lot more of that. All right, what archetypal energy for the collective for the new moon in Pisces? Ooh, Judge. Okay. Now this also too with that Justice card I saw. Light attributes, balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power. That right there is that Queen of Swords. All right, that right there is that feminine power that I was talking about that we're going to be seeing come to light. Shadow attributes, offering only destructive criticism, using business, legal, or criminal authority. So we're going to be seeing both of these, right? We're seeing the light and the shadow of this Judge card, archetypal energy in the collective, you know, in the news. Again, focus on your energy, focus on your self-care. But Pisces is really about that, you know, the compassion. But we really need to embody that Queen of Swords energy, okay? But yeah, even though we're going to see this at the end of the day, what power do you give it, okay? All right. So, let's see. And that could be too when it comes to, I mean, because this new moon does indicate, you know, like March is going to be very chaotic. And I mean, so probably seeing a lot more of that shadow energy. Just be aware of, that's all. Here we go. That's a great one. Okay. Empowering question for this month for us, or I'm sorry, for this new moon. How do I show love to myself and to others? Because again, your cup, filling your cup. How do you do that? How often do you do it? Do you make excuses for not doing it like a Pisces does? Okay. Let's see what the Green Witch Tarot has for us collectively. My goodness. Oh. All right. Well, this makes sense. Okay, so the energy from the Green Witch Tarot is bird, freedom and opportunity. This is what's coming to us, and like I said, we'll see this energy coming forward. I also want to take into consideration too how we are seeing birds, and like again, when it comes to the good cry, like the compassion that we should have for all of the birds in our collective suffering and dying, and you know, it's something that I think we do need to like take a minute to have compassion, you know, for that bird energy. And the freedom and opportunity is really exciting. And so whatever happens with the shadow energy, especially the destruction, the tower collapse energy, if you will, are we going to be building something that is stronger? Are we going to be building something that is better for everyone? Okay, like that's something that we just need to focus your thoughts on. Focus your thoughts on your future. Focus that Pisces North Node energy. Okay, like think about that. Go to the Pisces North Node energy and embody it. All right, embody it as much as you can. Exactly. Okay, so I'm glad that the liquid crystals were saying what I needed to say. You got sodalite, which is new vision. There, I couldn't get the words, and so the liquid crystals were like, the new vision, that's where you're focusing your energy. Focus on the new vision. What is your new vision for humanity? What is your new vision for yourself, for your family? Whatever that is, you focus your energy on that new vision and you put it there, okay? And sulfur, physical radiance. the more that you, again, can not let that collective gunk affect your personal power, that Queen of Swords. Very important. Okay, so let's get a sign by sign for this new moon. All right, what do Aries need to hear for? Oh, interesting, Aries. Aries, you got the Hermit. All right, and so here's where, Aries, you're going to get a little fired up if you spend too much time online, all right? And so I want you to again, excuse me, I need to get a drink of water. Seems like you don't want to do this. Hold on. Aries, put down the computer, put down the phone, focus on your power, okay? There's going to be a lot of stuff in the collective where it can get you riled up. And getting riled up without that focused Queen of Swords energy is just going to create more chaos. And so again, be very, very mindful of, yeah, look at the Queen or the King of Swords here. Take charge, but take charge by focusing inward, okay? All right, Taurus, what does Taurus need to hear? Taurus, okay. The Tower moment was happening in the collective. Taurus can affect you in the sense of you seem to be, and it could be related to this trees energy too and earth energy, but you're really feeling that tower energy personally almost, okay? So as long as you're attached to the lightning bolt to change, that's what's most important. And that's something, you know, that Pam Gregory talks about, is like making sure you know where your energy, where you're putting your energy. What energy are you attached to? Your actions, your thoughts, your words, all those things. Like the breakdown, it doesn't have to be a breakdown. It can be a breakthrough. And for you, Taurus, utilize all of this as a breakthrough, okay? And please focus your thoughts on saying like, these breakdowns are actually breakthroughs, and balance will come back to the collective. All right, Gemini, dang Geminis. Okay, so Geminis, good gracious. Focus those thoughts, all right? Jupiter direct in your sign with that expansion. Maybe it's a little overwhelming. Maybe that expansion is so much that you're not focusing your energy. But if you've been feeling stuck, something is coming in to guide you to calmer waters. And it comes from you focusing, laser focusing your thoughts, laser focusing your communication and your energy into what you are achieving, okay? That is brilliant. And so whatever, and look at, do you see how she's in the water? It's almost like, again, that Pisces energy is coming in to help you realize that you have the power to cut yourself from those ropes and then go to calmer waters. Very, very cool, Gemini. That's exciting energy. Okay, Cancers, what do Cancers need to hear for the Pisces new moon? Oh, Cancers. Oh, Cancers, all right. You have Judgment and the Nine of Cups. Now, the Nine of Cups is Pisces energy. Jupiter and Pisces. A lot of expansion is going to come with this new moon, and it's something related to your calling, what you're meant to do. And so when an opportunity comes, new moons, new opportunities, you're meant to take it, all right? This is an exciting, it's almost spiritually connected, whatever it is, but it's going to give a lot of joy. That's very exciting. And it could be even something too in the collective that sparks you into action, right? Because of your nurturing energy. And don't forget, Mars is in Cancer, okay? How you assert yourself, your drive, all right? Taking action. It's in your sign, so utilize it to your benefit, okay? All right, Leos. Oh, Leos, okay. The burnout, be mindful of it. This is the like, oh, I'm fine, I'm fine. Recognize if you're spending too much time online. Get out there too, all right? This is about taking action in the sense of like travel, rapid communication, but I feel like this is that energy of, you know, you're spending too much time just laying in bed doom scrolling instead of going out there and experiencing life. And so whatever you can do during this new moon to do something you've always wanted to do, turn these swords into wands, just don't be complacent with this energy, because what's coming in for everybody is like, that new moon's like, I'm giving you this energy. How are you going to use it? Okay. All right. And Virgo. All right, Virgos. Page of Pentacles, Five of Swords. I hope this isn't you. Okay. Because if this is you, you're going to be missing a new opportunity here. You also, being an earth sign, get out into nature. If the Five of Swords is not you and it's somebody else, you really don't want to focus on what has happened in the past. You want to focus on the future. And I do get this, a very almost innovative idea. Like there's a spark of creation, a spark of creativity that could really open up some doors for you. So whatever you're curious about, Virgos, during this new moon, that curiosity is leading you somewhere. So remember, Pisces is your polar natal opposite sign. Utilizing that Pisces energy to move forward is going to be life-changing. So whatever is sparking your curiosity, go with it and stop focusing on whatever this Five of Swords is, whatever that is in the past. Okay. And Libras. All right, what do Libras need to hear for? Libras. All right, Five of Pentacles. What did I say about the light comes from within? Mercury and Taurus. And so what thoughts are you giving it? Like this is, again, worry, doubts, insecurity, feeling left out in the cold emotionally, financially. How are you giving away your power by giving into that energy instead of focusing on the light from within? All right. You have everything you need within you, and you always have to remember that. All right. Always remember that. Okay. And, ooh, Scorpios. Wheel of Fortune, Scorpios. This is exciting. I think that you're game for the transformation, obviously. And this to me says, I really want you, Scorpios, to look in your birth chart and see. Sorry, one second, my camera messed up. I really want you to see in your own birth chart the alignments and the transits that are happening during this new moon, how you can utilize them to your benefit. Because there's something I'm getting in your chart that is going to really help you work with that energy and unlock a really big opportunity. All right, like luck is on your side. So whatever it is you are asking for more of, expansion, Jupiter, whatever you're asking for more of, make sure that you're spending time doing it during this new moon, all right? Because it'll pay off big. All right, Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius need to hear? Whoa, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, this went flying. I don't know if you were able to see that. The Chariot and the Three of Swords. Okay, heart teaches the mind. The Chariot, moving forward, confidence, having that wand. This to me says that the lessons you've learned from whatever this Three of Swords is catapulting you forward. The light and the shadow working together. You're accepting yourself for who you are. You're in the driver's seat and it's off to the races. Okay, so I'm very excited to see this energy. Wonderful energy for you to have. Remember that you hold your own magic, all right? You hold the power of your own magic and it's time to move forward. Obviously, too, this can indicate travel, vehicle, and all that stuff, too. But for me, more this, whatever the situation was that hurt, that sorrow, it made you stronger. And so this is the point with this new moon, that aha moment. Remember all these things that led us to where we are? This is where you get it. Like this is the, okay, now I realize why that happened. All right, Capricorns. The Seven of Cups and the Hierophant. It's almost as if we can't make a decision right now. We're not sure which cup to choose. It's almost, again, like that overwhelming feeling. And that's really what's kind of funny is like, oh, I have too many opportunities. I don't know which one to choose. You might have somebody who's trying to tell you what to choose. But I want you to remember, Capricorns, you're meant to be in the Hierophant in that sense of like, if you don't know what decision to make, go to a professional. If there is something here where you can't make a decision, seek out some counsel, but always remember that you can tune into that energy yourself, but you're here to teach something. And so if you're not sure what avenue to take some time out and just meditate, okay? All right, Aquarius, what does Aquarius need to hear for this new moon in Pisces? Ooh. Nice, Aquarius. This is exciting. Two of Cups with the Star. The Star is your energy, Aquarius. We're just leaving Aquarius season. When it comes to your relationships, there's a lot more recognition of give and take. Okay, so when it comes to, again, that loyalty, knighthood, we're recognizing the reciprocation of our energy and the relationships that are really healthy, the relationships that really make us feel like really like the vitality of life. Okay. And so the water bearer, this is what's fascinating, is this is that service energy too. There's something here clicking, Aquarius, when it comes to the where you're putting your energy, and like this is that giving service, right? Like if you have an opportunity to give your services for something charitable in your community, whatever that is, like you're going to feel a lot of power from that. All right. This is really about tuning into your relationships, tuning into your community. Age of Aquarius, again, you're answering that with like the wake up call for you, Aquarius, is like to be a leader in this new age. And that's going to take like really connecting to your community and really utilizing your skills and your craft to help your community. Okay. Very exciting message. All right, Pisces. What do Pisces need to hear for the new moon? Good gracious. Hold on. Oh, hello, Pisces. Okay, so just like a Sagittarius, Pisces, you have that wand in your hand. All right? The magic is in your hand. It is limitless. All right? Limitations. Stop thinking about limitations and start thinking about opportunities. Mercury, your thoughts. If you're like me and you have Mercury in Pisces, all right, it is really important. Like, where are you channeling your thoughts? Where are you channeling your focus? Because the distractions are getting in the way of what you're manifesting. Okay, so don't manifest, don't have your energy in worry, doubt, or fear. Have it in confidence and just know that you're very powerful at this time. So very exciting reading, everybody. Let's do one final one for the collective. And yeah, justice is coming out. My goodness. Okay, so the worry, doubts, and fears, like things are going to come back into balance. All right. And it really does take us utilizing this Knight of Swords energy. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. And what you're gaining is the 10 of Cups, everything you've ever wanted. All right. So collectively, have the clarity, have the confidence, have the discipline, charge forward, and exciting. All right. Thank you so much. Oh, and this is Mars. I'm sorry, one more thing, because this is Mars and Pisces. Asserting yourself with Pisces energy during that new moon. Compassion, empathy. All right. Dreamy, creative. Utilize it. Remember, we're in Pisces North Node. So thank you so much again for joining me. Please hit that like button, comment, subscribe. And as always, shine your inner light. We've got this.